We're super competent. Trust us.
Hi, everybody. This is James, Good Morning News, here live in the studio, having just recorded the Good Morning News special. I would just like to make an important announcement to let you all know that we forgot the wide shot. So if it looks...
No, we remembered it. The card filled up 2 minutes into this, and we were just saying bullshit.
We have 2 minutes of a wide shot of us talking about Ghost in the Shell, and so we're very sorry.
Put in 5 seconds of it. And then I really went back and watched it, and I watched the dub first. And the dub, the first dub of Ghost in the Shell, is
famously
dog shit.
Terrible.
Sucks so hard.
We're very sorry about the lack of wide shot. Please enjoy.
Look at the room. This is pointing at the room. That's what it looks like. That's where we're sitting. It's not.
Now you have spatial continuity.
You know where we are.
Enjoy the rest of the show, please. Thank you. Goodbye.
We're gonna make
a
good
a show called Good Morning News, and some people watched it. Not very many people watched it, and we thought we were gonna do this big thing, where we were gonna go through the process of making it, and then we realized that would be kind of insufferable and egotistical, and we decided we aren't gonna do that, or we're gonna kind of do it, I guess.
We're gonna do it in the least insufferable way we can think to do it.
Which is we're just gonna talk for a bit, and we'll say some things. We'll say some stuff about making this show because it was fun when we made it.
Yeah.
Then we tried to make it again, and we're all very dejected now because it didn't go exactly how we thought it would.
There may be some in the future. There may not. Who knows? But this is it right now. What you're getting.
Sorry if this isn't what you expected, but
It's not what we expected.
it's not what we thought was gonna
It's
happen.
not.
We're
No,
as
no,
disappointed
no,
as you
no.
are. I guess we should say that in our attempt to recreate Good Morning News in the past week, it's been 1 week since we filmed the last stuff, interestingly enough. We did film an intro sequence. I don't know if we want to put that in there, but it exists.
If we do, here's where it will go.
You know, you're thinking. you're here. Wow, that was so cool.
Yeah. Good work, everybody.
I think it was pretty funny.
I think it was. That's why I want to bring
There's
it up.
several
So
bits
it
of
goes
that I
in.
really like.
Yes,
Yeah, the
yes.
whole idea was that
And we couldn't have done that without our friend Garrett Laporte. We should.
God
bless Garrett
God
Laporte.
bless Garrett Laporte.
The
He came up with some of the best ideas over the last week, quite frankly.
edition.
No, I mean it's there's the meta of just go do a thing, and I think that's if there's one thing I would say to anybody is just go do a thing.
Yes, of course, whether it works out or not, no matter how it makes you feel.
That is the continual lesson
Yeah.
that we're learning, is that you just have to keep making it.
Creative fulfillment does not always feel good.
There was a conversation minutes before the filming of this that sucked, where we were like, the version of this we wanted to do is not what we're gonna do, but we're gonna make something, so we turned on the cameras.
The question of can we be funny on camera at all anymore started to come up.
I think if there's one take-home lesson from all of this, it's that you should try and make stuff, and it's not always going to work out the way you want it to, but sometimes, as in the finale of the original Good Morning News, you make something true and beautiful in the process, despite not knowing. And then sometimes you learn your lesson the hard way, that it doesn't always work, but you still have to try.
If it is broke, fix it.
And I think it's important because something a statement that's going to fall into the thing we were trying not to do, but a thing that does qualify it, which is that so much of Good Morning News was completely unplanned. Or if it was planned, it was the bones of an idea. Sure. We just kind of filmed stuff, and we had the emphasis, the looseness of an idea. And you guys definitely outlined stuff. But
We had bullet points.
We had
points.
We
Yeah,
had
points.
gags and ideas.
There'd be
but
5
six the most.
Yeah, 5 or 6
Yeah.
bullet points per episode of just things that we needed to make sure happen. But most of it was just kind of us sitting down here and thinking, what would be the worst thing we could do right now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we just kind of did that over and over. And there were some moments where we kind of doubted
3 was almost really bad.
whether or not we
Yeah.
should keep going, because we had a cut of episode 3 of the show, which you will notice is the shortest episode of the show
By quite a bit.
by quite a
Oh,
bit,
yeah.
because it was just not coming together well, quite
It's coming
frankly.
together badly.
We tried really hard, and I feel like on the day we felt fine about it. There was an edit that James did by no fault of his own. James is a wonderful editor, and a lot of the show is saved through his editing, I think. But I will also say it wasn't really working. There were bits in there that did not translate super well from mind to screen, I will say.
There was this moment where we tried to have, like, I don't remember if you were supposed to be super long and we were, like, compositing it that way, but I do know that there was a bit where you guys were on the floor wiggling with, like, worm sounds for, like, and in the cut, it was like 20 seconds.
Longer than it needed to be.
And at a point, like, right, there was the point where it was like it being so long was the joke, and then it went just like 3 seconds longer than that. But at the same time, also conceptually, it wasn't the strongest bit.
There's countless unused, well, not countless, there's countable unused scripts for the finale. There are cuts of episodes that never came out.
I think every week leading up to the finale, we said, how are we going to end this?
Yeah, there was definitely a period of time where I remember, like, the finale was being discussed from, like, episode 2 on. And-
yeah.
Yeah, and it was really funny watching that evolve. Should we
Yes,
rat James
yes.
out for some of the shots in 6?
All right, listen, full clarity. The show up until that point was an amalgamation of our inspirations. It was Welcome to Night Vale, it was Twin Peaks, it was
Eric
Between Two
Andre.
Ferns, Eric Andre. And then 6 came around and we knew we wanted to do it introspective. And so Gabe did a couple scripts for it that were very, like, Lynchian. The 6 that we wound up getting was half us being frustrated that we couldn't write a script and half of one of my biggest influences, Neon Genesis Evangelion, End of Evangelion,
Yeah.
which has a shot-for-shot recreation at the end of 6. That was the I was gonna die on that hill. I
fun.
wanted to do.
I liked it. I don't care.
I'm glad you got to do
I
your-
wanted to recreate the final scene of End of Evangelion in the final scene of our show, and we did.
We did. We played along.
Yeah.
No matter what I might
Roll
have
it.
said at the time, I'm glad you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy gave me hell for that. But
Yeah.
I think it was cool.
It's just because nothing else is that visually influenced by another thing, shot for shot.
No.
But
No.
also, maybe it's good that it's in there. I don't know.
No, I
I
think
think
it's
it's-
correct.
I think it's
great.
nice.
I
I
don't
think
care.
it's
I
nice
don't have
that
it.
we got to do it.
Yeah,
And that you got to pull that off. Because I think it looks great.
I think that was
Yeah.
one of the most fun parts of the show was seeing how, for how little we planned it, a lot of continuity kind of evolved. Where we both had, like, characters, and Michael became this weird...
Omnipotent presence in
weird
the studio.
figure who, I think it's
Yeah.
worth taking this point to say that none of Good Morning News at all happens without Michael.
No, I don't know what
but
that show would
no,
look
I-
like
I-
without Michael.
Well, no, but I mean, like, I mean, on a technical level, because I'm the one that's supposed to be here by contract of the city of a city we're not allowed to name.
Your city.
But
A city we almost tried
no,
to
well,
put
at the
into
same
the
time,
name.
it's like this show also is like 99. Creatively, 99% you guys, but it's just I
It might have started that
How
way.
the workflow goes is Gabe and I would come up with real awful bits, and then we'd make Michael come up with a way to make it happen.
And we slowly integrated him in more and more as
Well,
the
yeah,
show
I was
went
just
on.
around. Well, I would say it's isn't the 5 of me in like episode 1?
Yes.
Yeah. You're,
Yeah, I don't think it was that slow.
There's never been more of you until now.
That's the only one I know is going in. Yeah.
Save what you can. Put it in.
And there is so much footage for each episode. I remember when I sat down to start cutting 4.
There's an hour of footage.
There is an hour of footage recorded for episode 4, and that is a 5-6 minute episode.
That is a ridiculous amount of stuff to go through, but it's just because we sit here and we say things until we find something that works, and then we move to the next thing.
The hardest part of this entire show, like definitively, at least in my opinion, was the news.
Oh my
like
god!
Like sitting, because we would never plan any of those.
There was, I think, a cut news story from some episode about like everyone turned left-handed.
Yeah, which did not work.
That was
but
like
I
a
liked
weird
the idea.
Welcome to Night Vale.
Yeah, or like everyone has no eyes.
You
or
had,
or how about when things got really real in episode 4?
Oh, where you were a little bitch. Yeah. No, totally justified because we were filming for an hour.
We were trying to get the phone. We forgot to introduce the phone, so we were filming that towards the end of the day, trying to like get it down. Like I'll say this, and then you say this, and then you say that, and Gabe started saying stuff that I thought I was supposed to say, and I like snapped a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't as
vicious.
intense. I think there was a little bit.
You can see it. Here's the clip.
You may have noticed that we have a brand new set piece here on the set of Good Morning News. Whoa. It's our brand new rotary phone.
I wonder what kind of calls we're gonna get, James.
I was getting there. I was gonna get there, and you just sort of jumped ahead and took it there.
I swear, I remember there being a degree more. Like, you were definitely mad, but I definitely remember there being like a tinge of like, let's lean into this.
We did. I think
we
the
did
first
a second
bit
take of it, right?
Yeah,
where you were like, that's actually funny. I'm sorry, that's funny.
Yeah, it was.
But I think
was.
the take
Yeah.
that made it in was the real one.
No, that it was.
Yes,
we
it was
did
when
like
you were
a,
really not
a
doing
fake
well.
angry one, and then we were just like, the one
No,
where he
the
was
real-
mad is better.
Whenever he's really mad is
That's
actually
my
really
proudest
good.
moment.
No, it's okay. It's
You
totally
guys also
fine.
being so sweaty during a huge chunk of 3 because you did
We
the
filmed
exterior
the
bit.
outside
We did the
bit.
stunts first. Never do the stunts first. Not on the same day.
And we shot that, once again, this is like, I don't know when this is actually going to come out, but we shot all of Good Morning News in the summer.
Yeah.
So it was hot, and these guys are not wearing summer clothes.
I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, you're wearing
I
a
had
flannel in that.
pads on my back because when I got hit with the baseball bat originally, James was gonna run up and hit me in the back, and
For real.
and he did.
I hit him
for
for
real.
Yeah.
I missed the padding, so it didn't matter in the end. But yeah, you see that episode, my fucking hair is like sticking to my head the whole
Yeah,
time.
I'm
It's
like red.
You're a little red,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, it was something.
But
I'm
luckily,
glad.
it's the shortest episode, so.
Yeah.
It is.
I think the focus on me in that is missing me too.
You were a little
In my
soft
close-up.
I really would like to say if we have the clip of us doing the skeleton bit. I think it's just really cute to look at.
Oh, I have a clip of us rigging how we rigged up the skeleton.
This is a
Fishing
C-stand arm and
wire
fishing
and-
line. There you go.
Some of
It's
the
just cute.
Some of the bits, like I think we got pretty creative.
Yeah, well, we should
Yeah.
talk about the construction of the chairs in the first episode.
Yeah. So this is, I just want to say this, and I want to preface this by saying absolutely under no circumstances do this. Like, it's not safe.
We did some
It's not-
incredibly dangerous stuff for this show.
Oh yeah, which is exactly how I wanted it. Those chairs never appear again because they were they bought?
I bought them from the thrift store for like $14.
The chairs are held together with gaffer's tape and coffee stirring sticks. At the end, they're screwed together the whole
For
show
the whole
until
time,
that.
we take them apart and we just fill the legs. That way, when we sit on them, they'll collapse.
They'll
on
collapse
us.
and break, and there was a cut because you guys did not. I think you guys were not on the same page as to what this was going to be, like because James takes it probably like someone would, where they're like, what the fuck just happened, and Gabe dies.
Whenever a physical thing happens on the show,
You die.
I die.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get wiped out. When
Yeah.
I get hit with that baseball bat, I tumble.
Yeah,
you
you.
get killed by the sewer man.
I get
in
killed by the
episode
sewer man.
5.
I get
kneed
I
into
die
the
multiple-
I don't know what I was doing, by the way. I want to apologize for me just kind of going, and you can see my fucking
No,
jeans.
that's poor direction on my part. Quite frankly, we should have.
All the censor bleeps you hear in episode 5 are not us swearing.
Except for one.
Except for one. There's
Except
a
for
real
one.
swear because It is a mostly like PG show, except for an F-bomb in the credits of the first episode.
Which I don't even know if we want to mention because like.
Nah, roll it.
roll it, put it on now. What do we do?
I don't know. I just made that up.
I know, it's fucking crazy. I thought I just kind of went with it.
Spent
And it's actually really funny to me that of all people, James is responsible for the only 2 instances of fuck being said because James is not a profane boy.
No,
What was the underneath all those beeps in episode 5?
Jeez.
it was us going geez and like oh my gosh
We were
constantly.
like, gee.
I had never laughed more than seeing the cut with the bleeps and then you turning them off and me just hearing, oh jeez, oh jeez.
But-
And the funny thing about 5 is that people thought that was it.
Yeah, which is kind
Yeah.
of played into with the credits.
Yeah.
People thought that was the ending and that we die.
Oh, we die. We're not here now. There have been a couple bits, even recently, where we have an idea and it's just too impractical to pull off with our resources.
It's just too hard.
Like
That's why I want to do the
fire in the mug.
I still think we could, but I
Roll
don't
the-
know
roll
if
the
our
test
heart's in it. Roll the test footage. Well, I that's the only reason I would want to come back and do this in 2 years, in 3 years, 4 years, is to just like go nuts.
Yeah, if we had $3 more.
If we, yeah.
Yes, if we had $3 as opposed to $1.
This was a 0 budget series. I think we spent a grand total of probably $100.
We did on costumes and some props.
Yeah, it was
and
all
the
costumes and
chairs.
props. All the gear was from our public. Go support your local public.
Yeah,
access.
go,
Yes,
if you
please
have a
do.
public
That's
access,
the
like
real
for real
more-
support. it.
That's the real
the real
message
moral
here.
of Good Morning
We
News.
It is
came
a wonderful
here.
resource for you.
We came here and did this, and like, if we had to like do this with our own shit, or if we had any other like barrier to entry, this would not have happened.
A lot of the time, I mean, you can find resources to create this kind of stuff. If you have an idea, no matter what your budget is, no matter what your experience level is, just go do it. Just go run with it because
Yeah.
Brian Bulk has arrived outside,
Brian
by
Bulk's
the way.
here.
Brian Bulk is standing
Brian
right,
Bulk's
right
here.
beyond the camera. Thanks to everyone who's ever watched Good Morning News, any of the
Yeah.
episodes. Thanks to everyone who helped us make it at all. From just people we know,
So many people,
friends and family.
lots of just really nice things and good feedback.
Yeah, so just
and
thanks to everyone who enabled us to make this, and we hope you
That's
got.
what I call it.
I hope you liked it or laughed or had fun.
It's been a wonderful experience. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And I hope you go make something just as freaky and just as impenetrable and self-serving. Because ultimately,
It's for you.
if you don't like your art, why are you making it?
That's what art is all about. Everybody else is secondary. Please yourself with it. And,
And
if other people like it,
And
that's
recreate
just
the shots from your favorite movie.
well,
We did our sign-off 4 times already.
You also there might be another sign off.
I think there should be.
I think that should end.
I
it.
think that
I
should
think
be
it's
it.
time to say, roll it.
Roll it.
Well, good night, news.